Hello everyone and welcome to this first video where I'll be reviewing a book that I've just finished reading recently. It's this one, I Never Knew That About Ireland by Christopher Winn. It's a really nice book. It's a book about Ireland, but it has some really nice information that can be of interest to anyone, especially if you like history. It has a lot of drawings, so pencil drawings, which were done by the wife of the author, and they are really great. I really enjoy them, and I really like architecture and castles and cathedrals, and you can see how nice they are and how beautiful they are. I know that one day I'll be back there, so this book actually helped me find some places to visit. It made me want to visit a lot of new places. So the way the book is structured is it goes province by province, and then within each province uh, it goes county by county. So it starts at Connacht, which is the grayed out province, and each county is a chapter in the book, and they are pretty short, so it's like 15 minutes each basically. And so what I'll do is I'm gonna show you some parts of it that I liked. I really enjoy all things English and English language, so I found out some really neat information about a few words that were born in Ireland. So I'm gonna read these passages to you, and you will find out what these words are. Let's see. So we are now, actually this is like the first page pretty much. This is County Galway. And on page 6 of the book we'll see this new word. In Market Street, beside the Cathedral of St. Nicholas, is Lynch's window, which commemorates a legend that has worked its way into the English language. In 1493, the mayor of Galway, James Lynch Fitzstephen, was compelled to execute his own son, Walter, on this very spot. Walter's sweetheart had been mischievously flirting with a handsome Spaniard, who was staying in the mayor's house as an honored guest, and young Walter was driven by jealousy to run the fellow through. The mayor had no choice but to condemn his son to death, and, since no one would come forward to perform the execution, Walter's father had to do it himself. This story is thought by many to have given rise to the expression "Lynch law" or lynching, meaning law administered by a private person, resulting in summary execution. It has also over time come to mean mob law. So now you all know, whenever you see Lynch, you know that it's the name of this guy who killed his own son. Let's see. I have like three new words, but there are actually a few more uh, which were born in Ireland, and the guy also explains the story. So let's see, what do we have? Here? Yes. So we are now in County Mayo, page 27 of the book. Let's see. A few miles north of Cong is Loch Mask, Loch means lake in Gaelic. Loch Mask House, the residence of Captain Charles Boycott, who was born in 1832 and died in 1897. He was the land agent for the Ulster landowner Lord Erne. In 1880, his tenants demanded a substantial cut in their rents, which Boycott refused. The Irish Land League, led by Charles Parnell, persuaded all the tenants, workers, and tradesmen in the area to stop their dealings with him. The household servants downed tools. No one would work on the land, and shops refused to serve him, and even his mail wasn't delivered. Despite the fact that a group of Ulstermen marched down from Cavan and Monaghan to help Boycott gather his crops, Parnell's tactics were very effective and were soon widely adopted elsewhere. The London Times picked up on the name of Boycott as meaning to ostracize or refuse to deal with, and the English language acquired a new word. That's the second of the three. Let's keep moving. Look at I'm gonna look how nice the drawings are. It's like a gate somewhere. Castle. What is it? It's the 13th century Barbican of St. Lawrence's Gate in Drogheda. Very nice. So now I'm gonna read to you guys the story of the third word. So we're now in County Laois. That's how this is pronounced. County Laois. Port Arlington. Port Arlington takes its name from Sir Henry Bennet, who became the first Earl of Arlington and provided us with the first A in the word cabal. The original cabal was Charles II's notorious Committee for Foreign Affairs that took its name from the initial letters of its 5 members: Clifford, Arlington, Buckingham, Ashley, and Lauderdale. Many of their decisions were deeply unpopular or made in secret. Hence the word cabal has come to mean a group of people who intrigue or meet furtively to bring about their own agenda. So that's the third word that I wanted to show you guys. And to close this one off, since there are quite a few poems in the book, I'm going to read you one that I really liked. It's called the Limerick, but apparently you'll see later, there are many of them called this. So we are in County Limerick, page 186 of the book. Here we are. And the poem goes: A flea and a fly in a flue were caught, so what could they do? Let us fly, said the flea. Let us flee, said the fly. So they flew through a flaw in the flue. Let's see if I can show you the poem so you can read it. My camera kind of sucks, but hopefully you can read. I don't know if you can read. I need to get a better camera. And here goes the explanation of how the poem came to be. This well-known example of a limerick sometimes takes different forms and is also an effective tongue twister, so is often used by English teachers to help their students with the subtleties of the language. A limerick is a short, humorous poem of 5 lines where the first, second, and fifth lines rhyme with each other, as do the third and fourth. There are many theories as to the origins of this form of poem. Some think that it was dreamed up by soldiers returning to Limerick from France. Others that it comes from the chorus, Will you come up to Limerick? sung at the end of improvised songs at Irish parties. The people of Croom on the River Meigh in County Limerick know that the limerick was initiated in their own hometown. In the 18th century, the poets of the Meigh Valley would hold meets and festivals at Croom, during which they would amuse themselves and their friends by concocting light, funny, and often bawdy verses, which eventually became known as poems from Limerick or limericks. So that's the final thing that I wanted to show you guys. I really enjoyed this book. The drawings are really nice. If you ever plan to go to Ireland, by reading this book, you can get a lot of ideas of places to visit and whatever. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. That's I Never Knew That About Ireland by Christopher Winn.